Because, chat, because it is time. It is time. We're going to make things happen. For those that missed the start of this last night, again, we are ready to go with me versus you. It is Draft of Glory. Expos v Rockies edition. I am not going to rebrand the team yet, or at least I have yet to rebrand the Rockies because I just don't have the time. But eventually I will make my own stadium, which is delightful. But we went through our opening season. Of course, you guys moved, I can't speak tonight, the Houston Astros to Montreal and brought back the Expos. You also ended up with the better draft class on paper, which means the Expos do get lovely preferential treatment when it comes to upping the scouting staff in the upcoming season, as well as the coaching staff here, for the sake of, for the sake of the auto scout and stuff like that. So, Robert Martinez, you guys will keep because he's decent enough, but everybody else, we are going to look to fire, and you guys, again, get the preferential treatment on the best managers available. And I guess I'll leave it up to you between Dave Roberts and Joe Madden. Madden is likely to retire sooner rather than later. You also got Steve Robbins as a coach. Robbie McAlpin. Or as a manager, I should say. Sandy Alomar's there as well. Some dude named Bronson Lucas. But let's be honest, it's more fun to end up with real coaches. So, chat's going with Roberts. Okay, we won't even leave that to a vote. We will try to bring in Dave Roberts for you guys. And, yeah, we'll see if that goes through. For the Rockies, I'll set that up in a minute. For the hitting coach, -2 plate vision, plate discipline, vision. The best guy available for you is either DeYoung. Let's be honest, it's this Cabrera guy. It is absolutely Cabrera. The only thing you don't need is a farm director. So we'll look to bring in Cabrera for you guys as well. Pitching coach. Looks like we'll go with Lee Edler. First base coach. -1 blocking. Why would you not go for Cutter Capone? What a name. Third base coach. Herb Valentine. And, of course, you don't need a farm director. So that is it for your improved staff. I will see what I can do. I lost the majority of my staff anyway. I'll see what I can do. So, might as well go for Joe Madden, even though he's not going to be around as long. I need to completely redo the staff as well. Hitting coach. It sucks that the Young's focused on bunting. Go for Robbie McAlpin. There's our hitting coach. Pitching coach. I'll go for Ken Donahue. Go for Rob Kirshner as a first base coach. Our third base coach. Oh boy. William Ayala. Why not? And for a farm director, I'm looking for someone with no minuses. Steve Robbins. Fine by me. So, again, thanks to you guys having a better class, you get preferential treatment with the staff. There is basically nothing else to do now, aside from move forward, because it doesn't really matter if we lose players on roster. Madden's on as my manager, as is McAlpin. Cabrera went to the Expos. Dave Roberts went to the Rays. You guys blew it. Dave Roberts turned you down and went to the Rays, and in the meantime, I brought on Joe Madden. There was a guy named Dave Bautista. Cool. So, you guys need a different manager. Whether or not you want it to be Dusty Baker, you could go for Steve Robbins, who I'm in for as my farm director. You also got Bronson Lucas, who isn't that bad. He at least has no minuses. You guys are saying Dave Bautista. Alright, you guys are saying Robbins now. Yeah, look at that, Dave Bautista. Gotta love it. Alright, seeing a lot of options for Robbins, so we'll see if Robbins picks me or you. I'm just going with base offers to keep it fair. Kirshner turns me down. Capone went to the Mets. Ayala goes to the Rockies. Again, we're not worried about losing anybody off the 40-man right now. Not worried about any arbitration. Tendering any contracts. Edler went to the Expos. Donahue went to the Rockies. Michael Conforto. $70 million deal to go to the Phillies. Robbins goes to the Rockies. You guys are still without a manager. Eat pant. Eat pant. Thank you, Mr. Robbins, for picking a winning organization. So you guys still need a manager and a first and third base coach. I only need a first base coach. Score one for Toog. Score one for Toog. So as a head coach at this stage, you guys got Mackenzie Piper. Sandy Alomar's there. You still have this Bronson Lucas guy who's not looking that bad. You still have Dave Bautista, who's not great, admittedly. D'Angelo Brayman. Alright, Chad's saying Lucas. Chad is saying Lucas. So Bronson Lucas will make the offer. You also need, if I'm not mistaken, a first base and a third base coach. So for a first base coach, the best available that doesn't have any minuses would be David Pace, which I almost read as David Price. And third base coach, again with no particular minuses, would be Pedro Villarreal. Sox is saying Batista for a base coach, so. What do you guys think? Do we go for Villarreal or do we go for the Dave Bautista meme pick? It's completely up to you. It's your team that we're signing players for right now. It's completely up to you. Tis Chat's team. People are saying the Bautista meme. Okay. Did I pass him? Is he even available as a third base coach? He might not even be available as a third base coach. Nope, there he is. All right, cool. There you go. You guys go for the memes. I'm proud of you. I am proud of you. For myself, again, it's just a first base coach. And I am going to go ahead. I won't go after Pace. Not allowed to go for guys who you're going after if I lose. I'll go for Villarreal then. As, you know, the obvious choice. Let's see. Christian Vasquez to the Diamondbacks. Pretty big deal for him. Pace goes to the Expos as your first base coach. Starling Marte to the Phillies, so the Phillies are splashing the cash right now. Jose Altuve goes to the Padres. Jesus, if they're not stacked enough. Ryan Presley to the Royals. Corey Kluber to the White Sox. Roberto Perez to the Rangers. Lucas goes to the Expos as well as your base coach. Villarreal to the Rockies. Lance McCullers to the Marlins. Alright. So I believe with that, you guys still need a third base coach. Mr. Batista has yet to get back to you, apparently. Yeah, he's yet to get back to you. He is still yet to get back to you. Chris Bryant to the Brewers. Jesus. $61 million deal. Javi Baez to the Reds. And the Cubs have officially blown the hell up. Osuna goes to the Mets. What a guy. Syndergaard to the Pirates. Talk about cashing out and taking the money. Still no answer from Mr. Batista. Carlos Correa to the White Sox. And that'll bring us to the Rule 5 drafts. So again, chat, what this is and how the Rule 5 happens to work is like this. There will be a word that pops up in chat to allow you guys the opportunity to make a pick. We are allowed one pitcher and one position player each. That's it. That prevents us from just robbing the AI of tons of players blind. And it's a pretty fair way to do it. So we will have that as one position player and one pitcher. Enter the word rigged in chat for your chance at selecting here in this particular draft. We go to the Rule 5. The Rockies get the #1 pick. The Expos get the 4th. So I'm up first, baby, and I get... All right, this is going to be real interesting to see who we take here. All right, first and foremost, starting pitchers. Now, keep in mind, if you're paying attention, if you're entering the lottery, do it now, pay attention, get players in mind that you would want, okay? Please, let's help make this, flow somewhat smoothly here. Vines isn't that bad. Tanner Tully's even better. Best starting pitcher I'd identify as Tanner Tully. Boss, what's up? Best starting pitcher's got to be Tully. 25 being a 76. I definitely call Tully the best option. I mean, there is someone like George Kirby, but, only a 68. For relievers, there's really nobody that I'd want. For closers, Dominguez. Joe Willard's probably the top closer. Just because if you think about when we might be good, Willard would probably be there. So I think I know my 2 pitching options. It would probably be Tully or Willard. For catchers, Gustavo Severino. Looks like the best option to me. Doesn't have much of an arm, but good reaction time. First baseman. KJ Harrison's there too, huh? 23 being a 72. For Mr. I'm guessing it's Lease, but I'm not sure. Leach, perhaps? Alright. Second baseman. Nick Dunn. Not a bad option at all. You got Wilbus Santiago. More of a risk pick. High risk, high reward. Third baseman. Jake Shiner. Hello, Deej. Shiner available. Shortstops. Leonardo Rivas. Definitely defense first, but 23 being a 72. Left field. 24 being a 72. Seth Beer. Shout out to Seth Beer. Bryant Packard as well. 24 and a 69. Steele Walker. What a name. What a name Steele Walker is. A lot of center field options here. Kyle Tucker. With the first pick of the Rule 5 draft, the Colorado Rockies use their position player pick to select Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker, welcome to the Rockies. Tully's off the board as well, so say goodbye to the best pitcher option. But yeah, Tucker was a gift from God. Your pick, chat, belongs to Ivory. Ivory, congratulations. You are selecting for the Expos. Have fun. Tucker was an Astro. Oh, I'm well aware. I'm well aware. Well aware. I will gladly take Mr. Tucker. Welcome to the team. He'll be great in the outfield alongside Danny Trimble. Show me the starters first. I literally just did it. If you weren't paying attention, you need to listen to chat. I literally just said pay attention if you entered. And went through every player and pointed out exactly who the best options were in each position. You blew it. You blew it. Frosty, so I have my team. I'm controlling the Rockies because I don't have time yet to customize them myself. And chat is playing as the Expos. It's Draft to Glory, so we start from essentially nothing. And we're going to see who wins first, me or chat. It is franchise versus. Franchise versus. Again, a catcher, you had some meh options. Thank you, Frosty. I appreciate it. So, Misner, Santiago, or Beer. Well, you got Beer, who's a 72 at 24 years old. I don't remember where Santiago or the Misner happened to be. There's Misner, 23A and a 67, compared to the 24B and a 72. And, again, I don't remember where the hell Santiago is. I mean, yeah, his stats are right there at the top. Rivas. Ah, it was Rivas. Okay. See, this is what happens. So what happens? Chat never listens. It's okay, I'm used to it. Chat never listens. It's okay, I'm used to it. Alright, Ivory makes the pick. To kind of complete your outfield after drafting Quintana and Tejera, Cameron Meisner, whatever. He's the Heat Miser. Is selected by the Expos. Beautifully done. So we will both be selecting pitchers in this round, and then we are done. And the pitcher that I want, who is still there, in fairness, both pitchers I want are still there. I took 4 starters. With my second pick, I will be selecting 24-year-old closer Joe Willard. Joe Willard. Welcome to the Rockies. How long will they be the Rockies for? I do not know. But Joe Willard, welcome to the team, sir. And with that, the Expos will be selecting... it's up to Luigi Steely Stare. A late entry, and he immediately wins. Hopefully you were looking at who was available here. But the late entry pays off. And it works out. It must be a pitcher. So out of the options that you have here, out of the starters, again, my opinion, Vines is incredibly solid based on his age and potential. No great relievers, or you could go for a risky pick in like a Dominguez. But Vines would be a pretty good pick. Or you could go high risk, high reward with Lawrence Chavis. But that is about it. Unless there's another starter. He says Vines. You do have someone like George Kirby as well as a starter, though, who is a long shot. I mean, he's 23 and a 68. He might make it, he might not. It's kind of a boom or bust, so just to show you the players that are available. Do you still want to go with Mr. Vines? That is the question. Tis the question. Vines all the way. Good old Jace Vines. Welcome to Montreal. Congratulations. A winner is you. And our first calendar year with our 2 clubs has officially come to a close. I'll be skipping my selection, as will you. Again, 2 picks a year, as to not just be able to grab a crap load of players every year. We do like to limit it. So we are good to move on. Of course, we are going to have to sign rosters. Hey, Dave Bautista finally signed. Congratulations, everybody. Dave Bautista finally signed. All right. So to spring training we go. And really quickly, what we'll do. God, yeah, I am going to have to sign a crap load of players to make sure it doesn't sign good players. Although if I, yeah, because it'll just automatically sign all the good players. Alright, so you guys are the top team, so I'll give you the, I'll sign players first, because you'll technically get slightly better players. Good lord, this record is abysmal. Whew. Yikes. So the draft here is in 1 day. And to take a look at ye old standings, the Expos are 6-43. And my Rockies stand at 10-38. Crushing it. Absolutely crushing it. We go to the drafts, where the Rockies have the #1 pick. The Expos will have the 4th pick. So the key word here will be LOL Expos. No. The key word will be 4. Just a 4 in chat. A 4 in chat. Because your boy gets the #1 overall selection in this year's draft. Let's see what we got. And again, you get the advantage of seeing my scouting. I get the advantage of seeing your scouting. So for starting pitchers, we got some people. We got some people for starting pitchers. I don't know enough about Davison. Barney Torres is available in a couple seasons here, 3 years from now. Crazy accuracy. Crazy reaction time for what that's worth. Good break, pretty good velocity. Muted, what's going on, buddy? It is good to see you. I hope you are well. Barney Torres is definitely a name to keep an eye on. Alex Quintana, 3-pitch starter. Good stamina. Everything else, though, I'm going to say no. Joe Daly, or Jay Daly. I read that as Joe Daly for some reason. All right, also not bad. Muted, I'm doing great, man. Tired, but I'm doing great. Muted franchise, I mean, it's good. They haven't changed it in years, but it's good. All right. Oh, if there's a starter, I know who I want. Reliever. Closers, never take them first, but looks like we got some options there. All right. Can you make your own team in this game? You can, and we have. Unfortunately, you can't do an expansion draft still. All right, for catchers, I got nothing. Nothing. What about it first? Lucas Ashley. Not gonna have the highest overall. That's for sure. Omar Calero, huh? Michael, don't call me OJ Simpson. Yes, MYS, we did. Exactly what that means. At second base, Stefan Rodriguez. I like the intro this year. I did too. It was solid. Third base, I don't have an incredible amount of scouting. Shortstop-wise, boy, man, I feel like my scouts really let me down in terms of actually finding teams. It would be a massive pain in the ass to leave it on auto scouting because they just don't find enough prospects. Like, the AI is so bad when it comes to scouting. I mean, there's really no other choice for me here. There's probably no choice for me here. There was one guy who, oh man, who really looked solid. And I hate to select another pitcher. But Barney Torres... Barney Torres looked interesting. Get the Series S like 5 days before this was announced on Game Pass and canceled my period. Nice. There wasn't anybody else that I was incredibly impressed by. At least not for a #1 pick. I'm gonna do it. I'm taking Barney Torres first overall here. Sox, you keep mentioning Coors as if I'm gonna stay in Colorado. There's a chance I won't. We will take Barney Torres with the first pick. Very starter-heavy draft to kick things off here. And for the Expos, the selection belongs to Mr. Rob. Congratulations, sir. Now, let's go through your stuff here. Let's go through your stuff here, shall we? Here are your lovely starters, and of course your scouts did significantly better, which is frustrating. And again, what is on the line here is preferential treatment when it comes to hiring staff for next season. It's beautiful. Deej, I just saw what you sent me on Twitter, by the way, which is delightful. What do we need? You need everything. We're in the early stages of this series. You need everything. So I can take a look at other stuff just so that you know what you're looking at, but you need everything. You do need everything. I forgot to set the poll for who will do better. Well, I mean, I still can because you don't know anything. And that's Endo's fault. Goodness. Sort everyone by accuracy. I mean, there's going to be a lot of greens. It's literally going to all be green. But those are your most reliable players at the very top there, of course. Those are your most reliable players at the top of this. Oh, boy. Looking at chat, just struggling. Struggling to make a choice. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Well, as if we needed evidence that it was very pitching heavy. I mean, here you go. This is tough, isn't it? Isn't it? That lovely depth chart on the right. The depth chart. Look at Ashley. First baseman, Lucas Ashley. Again, it is a reaction speed and stealing on the right. And he's also a first baseman, so you don't expect him to be that great. But that is one Mr. Lucas Ashley. Again, blue is current, green is scouted. It's great when I can only listen to one person in chat, by the way. It's great. I get to ignore everybody else. It's a lovely time. It's a lovely, lovely time. It's all up to Robbie. The one and the only. It is all up to Robbie here. Robbie, you locking that pick in? Are you locking it in? There it is. He's taking the first baseman. Lucas Ashley with the 4th overall pick. Lucas Ashley joins Michael Chen at first base. Lucas Ashley, also known as Lashley, is in for Montreal. Chavis did go top 10, by the way, as a closer. And your boy gets a competitive balance round pick. You love to see that. Yeah, Chavis went to the D-backs. Ruiz also off the board. A lot of closers going in the top 10 there. A lot of closers. Also, shout out to Mark Crump. Fucking Mark Crump. Jesus. Alright. Well, let's see who we got here for your boy in Colorado. And really quickly, I have no greens left already. That sucks. Just a whole lot of yellow. Cool. Oh boy. Alright. Let's start in right field first. Gus Graniga. What a name. Well, Gus, you're okay, maybe. Muted, that was wonderful. Delightful, even. Let's see, Johnny McGinnis. Canadian Johnny McGinnis, if that's accurate. Hello. Adrian Mortero also looks okay. Alright. Center, a bunch of players I don't know a damn thing about, unfortunately. I mean, I could just go for a little shot in the dark with, like, John Redding or McKenna. And that's the question. Do you go for someone who you have a little bit of info on, or do you just go shot in the dark and hope for the best? Honestly, I might have to go shot in the dark and just hope for the best at this stage. I am limited in my options, to say the least. Except for, man, Bobby Jensen, but it's in the red. Ugh. God, I hate it. Alright. ETA. A lot of 2023s. We got a reliever, we got another starter. Center fielder in Redding. Was interesting. Freddie Mitra. It's definitely not there. Bobby Jensen. Massachusetts boy and Tommy Kilpatrick. Like I said, I think I'm screwed in terms of just my scouts are fucking awful. I do have 2 closers already. I'm just gonna go for shot in the dark. I got no other hope. I'm gonna take second baseman Bobby Jensen and hope that this guy is even half decent. Just half decent. I don't have incredible scouts at this stage, so we'll hope for Bobby. And hey, look at that. You get another pick. It's beautiful. By you, I mean me. And, you know, I was a pretty big fan of Kilpatrick. Let's do it. We'll take Tommy Kilpatrick as well to try and round out my outfield. Mr. Kilpatrick, welcome aboard. Montreal is finally back up, and the pick belongs to Sarcastic Soap. Soap, congratulations. The pick belongs to you. I will gladly take those 2 picks in a row, and hopefully I fucking strike on just the throwing of a dart at the board, because That's all I had. Was just, hey, throw the dart and hope for the best. Why take the red? Because I have no scouting information. Again, we left it on auto scouting, and auto scouting is fucking terrible. So, I literally have no choice but to just hope for the best. That's it. I mean, none of the yellows were looking that great. Soap, are you here? It is your choice, sir. Lead us in whatever direction you want. Don't ask what you need everything. We're in our second draft. You need absolutely everything. I'm here, but barely. Alright, that means I'll redraw it. I'll redraw it. Baseball fan, congratulations. Baseball fan, congratulations. You can work in association with Soap if you want to. But Soap saying, I'm here, but barely, is all I needed to hear. Baseball fan, are you here? Please be here, for the love of God. Earth to baseball fan. How big of a fan of baseball are you? It doesn't seem like you're a fan. You're not even here. Hi, how are you? You're here. Good. Yeah, to Mr. Baseball fan. Make it happen. Make it happen, sucker. Do something. You won't. Do something. You won't. Oh my God. I know there's chat latency, but god damn it. Hayden Sheely. Sheely, who's to say? Those are the particular stats for this player. Congratulations. Morris Coronado, who should be on the all-time name team, right? Right? Could be, should be. Baseball fan, what will it be? What will it be? It's completely up to you. Look at Dennis North. You got it. Dennis North's particular stats. Because why not? What will it be? Will it be Mr. Dennis North? Will it be? Could it be? Should it be? Might it be? It could be. Look at Hara, he says. The third baseman, Peter Hara. The third baseman, Peter Hara. Will it be the Hara? Look at that 60 time. Gotta love it. Baseball fan, who will it be, sir? Who will it be? That is the $1 million question. He resorts to asking the chat, asking his fellow nerds. He says North. He goes for the reliever, Dennis North. Good old Dennis. He said, all right, North. That is a confirmation, in my opinion. Dennis North, congratulations. Welcome to Montreal, where they will waste your entire career. Congratulations. Rockies are back, and God, I again might just still have to go for complete best guess at this stage, because I don't trust anybody that I actually have information on. Adrian Donaldson, eh? just, the problem is, it's just nothing but pictures and pictures and pictures that I get information on. Honestly, I can't believe he's still here, and it might cost me. But I was looking at John Redding before, too, and, I might have to go for him. And I can't trust anything about his information, though. I'm gonna go with my gut on this one. Gonna go for Adrian Donaldson and take another starter, because damn it, you can never have enough starters. We're taking Adrian Donaldson with the pick and hoping for the best. That means for the Expos, this pick belongs to Remy Boy Fresh. Sox, when I have a lights out rotation that dominates the NL, you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it, buddy. You're gonna hear it. Auto Scout's gonna add 10 seasons. This muted. I am very tempted to no longer Auto Scout, if we're being honest. It would take extra time, but it would make the drafts more interesting, because so far, yikes. Absolute yikes. It would take forever doing it for 2 teams, but it would be worth it, I think, for the intrigue of this series. So, we'll see what happens heading into next year. No matter what, we'll keep it fair and balanced. I don't know if Fresh is here. If he doesn't say anything in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This pick instead looks like it's going to Alpha. Alpha, congratulations. A winner is you. Make a pick, sir, that might just be able to help your team. I wish you luck. I wish you luck, because let's be honest, you guys are going to need it. Sort by overall. Here you go. You are currently sorted by OVR. Sweet, beautiful OVR. Check Adams. Evan Adams. I mean, it's a red bar, so you can't believe anything about that. You can't believe anything about that because he's red bar. So. It's not even worth looking at the attributes if they're red bar. Or how unlikely it is that they actually stay there. Let's look at old James Shim. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful man. He's got some heat on that fastball. I'll give him that. And immediately he says, take Shim. 6'5" out of Taiwan. You guys add your 4th starter in James Shim. He heads up to Montreal. We get to round number 4. The Rockies are back. And again, we got some stuff scouted here, but it's not a ton to go off of. Davison with a good fastball. Good breaking velocity. Everything else is pretty rough, though. Lions. Alright. Alright, well, I'll keep him in mind. Let's see what we got. Gonna go with my gut. Barrett Lyons. Another starter. Barrett Lyons. Welcome aboard. I like the looks of you. Let's see if it works out. That brings up the Expos. And that brings up not Rob. He won twice. You gotta love it. That brings up Sergachev. Sergachev. Congratulations. Don't blow it. Good luck. Sergachev. I hardly know what I'm doing. That seems to be a common theme. Which is why you're gonna lose. And will take my victory. I mean, Ranger, you can just play him as a reliever. Mullins and Chavez. I mean, I can. But why would I? I don't remember where the hell they are, though. Is the issue. I'm guessing it was this Chavez, though. As a starter. Which, 3 pitches, 94 on the fastball. And for Mr. Levens, good old Hoyt. He's got some heat. Hoyt's got some heat. Good old Hoyt. The Bama boy. Who will it be? Is the question. Sort by overall. I can. And that's what you got. I did bet the dude would win the draft. A smart bet indeed. A smart bet indeed. It's a mystery what awaits. Oh, it's a miracle. What will it be? What will it be? Ostrander. What about him? Jack Ostrander. That is what you got for good old Arlo. Arlo Ostrander. That's what you got for him. Arlo is a great name. It is. It is. It is. It's pronounced Ostrander. I don't care how it's pronounced. I'll pronounce it any way I want to pronounce it. Zep Pops. Sergachev. Who's it going to be? Are we making it official that it's Arlo? Are we making it official? You guys getting your first relief. Or your second relief pitcher, first closer. He's going for Arlo. Works for me. We move into round number 5. The penultimate round of the draft. Let's see what the Rocks can do. And choice is easy. I am taking closer Chris McWilliams. He's still on the board. I'm taking him. Chris McWilliams, come on down. And that means for the Expos, your pick will be with Pizza Box Tom. Pizza Box Tom. To the pizza box we go. Tom, ball's in your court. Run away with it. We can sort by whatever. We can look at whoever. Do what you gotta do. Tuga's my fantasy team. I'm taking as many shots as I can to get a dominant rotation. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Sort by accuracy. You got it. That is all that you guys have left. Shockingly. Do you, though? I do. Your boy's done many a draft of glories in MLB. Don't you forget it. Don't you forget it. The Reds have taught me anything, so you can always move a starter to the bullpen. Exactly. Exactly. Press X to Jason. Press X to Jason. Arlo's gonna have to change the name to Arlo. 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 Let's see, Cruz and Chavez. You can. Carmen Chavez. 3 pitches as a starter. Fastball, changeup, slider. The accuracy is there. Everything else might be a little bit hit or miss. He's a switch hitter, though. That's the important thing. And then Doug Cruz, the catcher. Brits, what's going on tonight, buddy? Yeah, with old Doug Cruz. Cruise control. Speed 3, cruise control. You could take Benito. What would it be from the pizza box? Yeah, Brits, I told you guys, they're going to be early streams here for the better part of the week. Chavez is the pick. You guys go for the starter. Oh, another pitcher. What losers. Carmen Chavez is the selection as a starter. That brings us to the final picks of the draft. Here in the 6th round. And the Rocks go for who? Fucking hell. Alright. Boy, my guys do nothing but scout fucking pitchers, right? Jesus. Well, I guess we're going shot in the dark here, aren't we? Neville Lopez is a shot in the dark reliever. Got 2 guys who might be an 80 potential. Joey McKenna, Harold Cisneros. Ricky Crum. What a name. Any other cool names? Steve James. Scott Swan. I pretty much got no choice. We're just going to go for Joey McKenna. We're going to hope for the best of it. His 60 time is pretty good. I will take an outfielder. Joey Mayday McKenna, as they call him. Mr. McKenna, welcome to the Rockies. And the last pick for the Expos in our 2nd draft belongs to one Kasperi Kapanen's hair. Congratulations to the Kapanen. You're up. Make it happen. Make it happen. You have the final pick here for the Spos. For the Spos. Sort by ETA, you got it. You got it, you got it. You got it, you got it. Who will it be? Who is the pick? Rafael Fabregas is there. You guys have like way more players available here. Your auto scouts are better than mine, apparently. Knucklehead, what's going on, friendo? How the heck are you? It is good to see you. Nah, AJ just has a bad reputation. Who will it be? Your final pick of the draft. Jack Fabregas, he says. The Fabergé egg. Son of Cesc. Rafael Fabregas. Who will cap it and go with? That is the question. That is the question. Tick tock. Tick, tick, tick. He goes for Valentin. Alberto Valentin. He goes for the shot in the dark of an outfielder in Alberto Valentin. Knucklehead, no, I haven't been able to play in my spare time. Valentin is the pick, and that does it for our draft. So the big question is, who won the draft? And we'll see your first selection here coming up in a second when we go over to sign picks. Who won the drafts? Who gets the advantage in terms of scouts? We will see Montreal's pick first. Number 1 pick, Lucas Ashley, is a 41. A 41. For one, Lucas Ashley. I mean, he's an A. But he is a 41 overall. First baseman. Lucas Ashley at 19 years old. The rest of the draft. Dennis North is 22, 64A. I mean, you guys have good potentials, but the question comes down to age and overall. So I mean, North, good potential, but a 64 at 22, eh. James Shim is a 68 at 23, and good old Ostrander is a 66 at 23. I mean, I'm not saying it just to, throw punches at you guys, but some of those ages and overalls aren't great. Chavez is a 65 at 19 years old, which is phenomenal, but he's only a 77. And then same for Valentin, who's 18 years old and a 65, but only a C potential. So a couple C's, couple B's, couple A's, but it's a little bit shaky. It's a little bit shaky. Just a tiny bit. For the Rockies, we start off with Mr. Barney Torres, 18 years old, a 65, A potential. Oh, you'll love to see it. All right, let's see how this plays out. I won already. Bobby Jensen's a 72 at 18 years old with that B potential. Donaldson's a 70 at 20. 62 Lions at 19. 68 McWilliams at 21. That's a win for me. That is a win right there for you, boy. You took round 1, chat. I don't think there's any conversation that round 2 goes to me. Of course. Oh, he just skips Kirk Pat. I mean, he's a 74 at 22 years old as a C potential. I know I skipped him. That's because I wanted to see the higher potentials. That is a win. I am declaring it in my name. Fantastic. So again, Torres is a 65 at 18 years old, A potential. Mr. Jensen, 72 overall at 18 with that B potential. It's just delightful. Mr. Tommy Kilpatrick is indeed a higher overall than his potential, which is hilarious. Donaldson, a 70 at 20 years old, is just nuts. Lyons as a 62 isn't that bad. McWilliams is a 68. And Joey McKenna's a 55, fast as hell. So McKenna's not that bad. Everyone else is going to be useful, though. Very, 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 very happy with that particular draft. Advantage in my favor at this stage. Of course, we're going to sign everybody that you guys drafted before we take a look around the league. But I am very, very happy with how that draft went for me. Very happy. So let's go ahead and sign everybody up. Good stuff. All right, so the Dodgers didn't do a goddamn thing. McDermott's pretty solid for a B potential, but yeah. Yikes. Yikes. The Padres. Davies is pretty good as a catcher. He's a 75 already at 21. 54 for Thayer hurts a lot. And aside from that, not great. Not great. And you got Swan there at the bottom, who's a 60 potential, but he's a 66. So figure that out. The Giants with Jay Daly. He's a 53, but he's young enough that it should be okay. Coronado at a 58 at 20 years old is okay. Benitez and Olsen also lower overalls. The Orioles, Dan McKinney. He's a 56 at 21 years old. High potential, but that kind of hurts. Aside from that, I mean, Ricky Perez is a 61. Vargas is a 60. The Red Sox, Mr. Tony is a 71 at 19 years old. That's a pretty damn good pick. Ricky Crum, nearly an A. Nearly an A. But 89 potential at 20 years old. Yankees end up with very little. Low ratings for these two. Not much else there. Tampa ends up with Ken Hackett. He's great. 67 overall at 20 years old. And not much else from there in terms of great potential. Not much else is there. Blue Jays, Will Calvert is horrible. 23 and a 55. It's just brutal. They don't have any other familiar names that I was looking at. Chicago with absolutely nothing. Quoting Fabregas, who was horrific. Absolutely nothing there. Cleveland with basically nothing. Gus, who's a 59. Poirier, who's a 51. Can't believe we actually both had decent drafts given the circumstances. Howard is a 57 at 22. Great potential, but he's just not going to make it. Guzman is significantly better, 69 and 21. Interesting. Kansas City, Sonny Keys, meh. I'm going to go with meh. Minnesota. Aiden Shelley, the Sheely, 66 overall, 22 years old. Yeah, we both actually had pretty solid draft classes given the circumstances here. And of course, over to Montreal, we get to the Angels. Vasquez, Dominguez, meh. Connors is solid, though. I don't know if anyone was shouting out Jason Connors, but yeah, he would have been a pretty good late pick. That was a good pickup for the Angels there. Oakland with Michael Simpson, meh. Finney, meh. This was not a great draft. It really wasn't. Seattle gets absolutely nobody. Mark Crump wasn't that good. Lovins was okay for a C potential guy, actually. 70 overall at 19 years old. So whoever didn't go after Hoyt Lovins. Yeah, you guys done goof there, not going after Hoyt. Pretty good. Pretty good for a C potential. Texas with Ruiz, who is pretty solid. You also get Parra, who's also pretty solid. Atlanta gets fuck all. It's 71 overall, but yeah, Atlanta got fuck all. Miami, also nothing. Just nothing. Jesus. The Mets with Hamby, but he's a 45. This was a brutal draft. I am honestly, like I said, impressed. Bud Estrada was pretty good as an outfielder. Crazy speed. But given how bad this draft was, both squads did pretty well. Is player progression any different? I haven't gotten far enough into it to know for sure. There's Harold Cisneros, by the way, but he's a 49. I haven't gotten far enough into it to know, but I presume it's going to be exactly the same. Pretty much nothing. Pretty much nothing. Yeah, Evan Adams was a 73 at 21 years old to see potential, so he wasn't that bad. Nothing. If I say nothing, it's because they got nothing major. Like Cardenas is nothing. He's way too low of an overall at that age. Cincinnati. Campos is horrible. Johnny McInnes is okay. I was looking at him too. Maybe I should have gone for him, but still worked out all right for me. Milwaukee with a whole bunch of nothing. Cordova's not that great. Melvin Manley, great name. Pittsburgh with Quintana, 62 at 21. That's okay. It's pretty solid. Walter Nomo, Mike Hudson. So a lot of low overalls with getting up there in terms of age. Keith Cloutier is pretty good. 55 at 18 is not bad. And then Arizona, Chris Chafe. The Chavez. 74 overall at 18 years old, 92 potential. We both passed on this guy. I still did better with my pick, but you guys might have won the draft, or at least, made it a lot closer. Redding is a 60, by the way. 20 years old, 78. So yeah, Chavez was nuts. He was a great player. Damn. I mean, I still ended up with Barney Torres, so I'm not really too upset. Chavez is further along as a closer. So all in all, that draft was pretty garbage. And again, both teams did well, given the circumstances. Can't hate it.